Hello, everyone, and welcome to this episode of From Page to Stage. I'm your host, Wendy Corner, and this podcast is for you if you are an entrepreneur. Yes, page and stage come together in entrepreneurship. And you may be wondering, really? I mean, where's this page thing coming from? Well, you may have a contributory book out. You may, more than one. You may have a solo book out. You may have a regular blog. If you're an entrepreneur, you've got socials, haven't you? And what's that if it's not published work? There you go, check that box. And then the stage thing. I work with a lot of people who go, oh, I'm shy, I'm an introvert, I can't possibly talk from stage. And I say, can you have a one-on-one conversation with somebody? Yes. Then you can do a podcast, just like we're doing now. So come and share your wisdom with the entrepreneurial world and go from page, socials to stage, podcast. Dead easy. There you go. Check that box. No excuses. Let's hear from you. Okay. Now, that's the podcast introduction all today. Talk about international. I am joined by the amazing Dr. Neja Zupan in Slovenia. I got that right?
Yes.
Because I sometimes get Slovenia and Slovakia muddled up, forgive me, in Slovenia in Central Europe, and I'm sitting here in Mexico. So there you go, truly a global conversation. Now, I really do know about that much of Neja. Neja, do fill us in. Tell us about who you are and how you've come to where you are now.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Wendy, for this really pleasant invitation. Your energy is really so welcoming, and I trust that also your audience feels your open heart and gifts that you are sharing with everyone. So I also want to greet everyone who is listening. As you said, I'm Dr. Neja Zupan, coming from Slovenia. Slovenia is the only country on the world, on the planet, that has love in its name. And about this love, everything is also about my life. You know, with my life, it was everything by the book. You know, first school, then university, job, marriage, but things didn't go very well. Already, yes, it started to crack already in the childhood, but the deepest crack was when I was diagnosed with the cancer. It was aggressive form, ductal hormonal dependent cancer. All my female ancestors passed away for cancer. So I have decided, and I had only 5% chance to survive, and I was BRCA gene positive. So it was running. It was running in my family, actually. You know?
Yeah. Yes.
So therefore, I knew already this quote, or the definition of insanity, to do all the time the same thing and expect different results. So I rejected chemotherapy, hormonal therapy, and radiation. And here I am, healthy than ever before. It's now
Fantastic.
almost 13 years since that diagnosis, yes, and it took me only 6 months that the medical doctors said that I'm cancer free. But yes, it took me a little more that I really embodied love in my life. So that I'm coming from the place of love. And what at the beginning was like my healing journey, at the end was actually my complete recalibration of my personality, my identity, my uh, purpose, my mission, and even my business started to grow internationally. So this is when I started to contemplate what I did during this journey, this
Yeah.
complete reconstruction, recalibration of myself, that suddenly I'm the only one in my family that has not in my this um,
Your
primal
immediate family?
family, yeah,
Uh-huh.
this family, but in a broader sense, I'm the only one that has international successful
Yeah.
business. Yeah, so it was a really huge shift inside me. So I started to contemplate what I did to to
Yes.
to to really come out from the place I was into a
Uh-huh.
complete new, more liberated and more joyful, as well as um, very fulfilling state of being. So
Hmm.
this was the way. So I have put together the ultimate energy empowerment system for people who really want to transform themselves and become um, whatever they want, more successful, more healthy, more joyful, to have attract clients more, to have better relationships, whatever person wants. Because for me, what I figured out, everything starts with energy.
Oh,
Energy comes
absolutely, yes.
first.
Back to your friend who said about the doing the same thing over and over again creates the different result. No, it doesn't. Dear Einstein, all about the energy. Fabulous chap. Yeah.
Yes,
Oh,
yes,
I got
exactly.
goosey listening to that. Audience, did you agree? I mean, the passion and the lighting up as Neja was explaining what happened. And it's that passion that we want to see in all of our business. Because when you exude that energy, that passion, it squeezes out of you. You can't help it coming out of every pore. That's when your business comes alive. And people go, you don't tell me more. What's going on? So on that front then, Neja, tell us more. I want to take you back in time. When did you get hold of the idea this writing thing was something you enjoyed? I mean, was it during childhood? Did you have the teenage journal? Did you write poetry? Where did it start for you?
Oh, my story is again very funny, because I was diagnosed at the age of 6 as child with special needs. So
Okay,
quite funny story, in
right.
my entire life. So I had dyslexia.
Uh-huh.
I just couldn't read. I didn't write journals, anything.
Yes, of course.
But when I started to study what was really my passion, this was energy, everything about energy, energy healing, natural healing, spirituality, and connect this with also with the business, because I left position at the university. I was professor at the university, and I left everything because I really wanted to live my passion. And at that time, already I started at the beginning. My first book was poetry, and it was just, it was coming.
Mm,
So not from something that I wanted to do, but it was coming. So I just wrote. They were short verses, and short poems or longer poems. And then, because I already gathered quite a lot of knowledge, I started to write books about natural healing.
right.
So I have written already 7 books.
Whoa.
Most of them are in Slovene language. One only is in English. Become
Okay.
the best possible you. So it's on Amazon. Yeah, it's
Nice.
digital Kindle version. But
Hmm.
2 years ago, I decided that I'm going to write only English because
Okay.
stories are coming out. I have so many stories about my life, that
Fabulous.
I really want to share because my way of thinking, that's why I see now why I was actually diagnosed as a child with special needs my because I was thinking already at that time completely different than majority.
Yeah.
And now I really feel that mm, this different way of thinking helps me to go through my life. And people started to ask me, Nea, what are you doing that you are constantly happy? Nea, what are you doing that you don't get angry? Nea, what you are doing that you have so much energy? Nea, what you are doing that you can find so many different examples to really come closer to us that we understand. And
Hmm.
it's just life journey. So I'm writing
Yeah.
about my life, what I went
Love it.
through, and how I contemplated afterwards, what brought results and what was away from results. So this is
Yes.
very simple. So my next book that is coming, my this is I'm co-writing now two books, and one is mine. So three. I'm working on three three
Whoa.
books now. So one
Fantastic.
this that is only mine is From Tumour to Humour. Uh,
From tumor to
frequent,
humor.
yeah,
Ooh.
from tumor to humor. Frequency revolution for leaders. Might sound that these are leaders, only business leaders, but I never said business leaders. That is are
Mm.
leaders of life. Whoever
Yes.
wants to be a leader of their own life, or their own business, of their own mm, emotions, of their own thoughts. So it's
Mhm.
my own story, how I really um, transformed something deadly into something really powerful.
Oh, another goosey moment.
Yeah.
Fantastic there. Thank you. Golly, audience, isn't this lady prolific? I mean, 7 books and she's working on 3 at the moment. Gee whiz. Nay, how do you find time to sleep?
Yeah, this is also a question that I got asked very often. Where do you, once, maybe 1 month ago, my webmaster asked me, do you have some extra hours during the day?
And how can I get hold of them, please? Yes.
Yeah,
Sign me up. Oh,
unfortunately,
fantastic
no,
there.
but
Okay, so we talked about your writing.
yeah,
Now, obviously, you are a very good speaker. The fact that you've been a professor at a university, you're very familiar with the teaching element of speaking. Tell us more about your speaking journey. Is it only the teaching element? What other experience have you got in speaking?
this is, Wendy, this is another very huge story.
Oh, tell us, tell us.
You know, I was really huge introvert. So whoever here in audience is consider him or herself introvert, this is especially for you because I was so much introverted that my preferred um, place was in the closet. So
Right.
in a very small place in the dark,
Uh-huh.
no speaking, no talking, nothing. You know,
Yeah.
hiding from the world.
Yes.
Uh, but and also my mother said, you know, Naya, when your job will be somewhere in the corner, they will put you in the corner. And at that time, we still had these typing machines, tuck, tuck, tuck,
Oh,
and
yeah.
you will type something. But and also when I was speaking, this was a really huge challenge for me. It
Hmm.
was stress and it was overwhelming because
Yeah.
my co-students, yeah, um, in the school, they usually made fun of me uh, because I was speaking really very slow.
Okay.
Neja, how are you today? So yeah, now it's funny, but it was not funny at that time. And
Yeah.
I really wanted to improve my skills. So again,
Okay.
this insanity quote, I knew I didn't read it at that time, but I knew that I need to do something. So I went to courses, rhetoric courses, NLP courses, different other psychology courses to start to
Hmm.
speak. Purposely, I started by not by chance, but by design. I selected to be a professor because I was then forced to speak.
Yes.
And when I was out of any words, because this happens from time to time, I learned by heart few sentences, and I speak them at that time. For example, one was, "Oh, now I'm just waiting because clouds are full of words. Let's see which one it will appear first."
Nice.
Yeah,
What a
because
beautiful way to think of it.
it was, then students started to laugh, and it was um, stress release for me,
Yeah. Yes,
and
exactly.
I could speak afterwards,
Yes.
and that's the
Oh,
way how I learned to speak. Nowadays, people, they don't even um, notice that I had a huge speaking disability as well.
okay.
But yes, I'm progressing as well. Just this year, I signed up for one speaking course. So I want
Hmm.
to progress also to speak on stages, how to
Yes.
speak on big stages. So in
Hmm.
November, no, on in November, in October, I had one stage in Greece. I had one stage with Les Brown. This
Oh.
this one was on the internet, so on Zoom.
Hmm.
And I have another big stage in December in Las Vegas. So I'm
Very
learning,
good.
I,
Very
I really
good.
want to become better. Yeah.
Yeah. And that's the thing. I mean, the stress. Audience, if you don't already know, my background is in speech pathology. And I know very well that the more stressed we get, the more our frontal cortex brain goes AWOL. We can't find the words. And we go back into the reptilian brain, which is emotion only. I've been there myself, so I'm fully aware of how that works. So the fact that you were able to make light of it, have this wonderful word picture of a cloud full of words, and let's see which one rains down first. That was beautiful. Thank you for sharing that. Oh, fabulous, fabulous. So you've already given us examples then that you've done teaching from the front, you've done some Zoom work. You're
As well.
obviously quite good on the podcasting department, and the stages, they are all similar but subtly different skills that are required with them. I mean, I'm sure you've already come across this. If you are on stage, you can afford to be really expansive with your gestures. You can't in Zoom land. You have to remember where your Zoom parameters are. So, audience, if you want to be really big about something, yeah, it's not going to work on Zoom. It's fitting the thing. And the other thing you will experience, and I'm sure you have already, is when you are on stage, you can use the whole stage. unless you're on a TEDx, in which case you have to keep within the red circle. But yeah, there's so many wonderful, subtle changes, subtle differences in the different forms of speaking. Oh, love it, love it. And you're expanding, expanding, expanding. Fantastic, Neja, fantastic. Okay, so you mentioned a few of your books. Which is the of the three that you're working on at the moment? Which one do you want to tell us a bit more about? Let's dig in.
I didn't mention that I'm working also as a co-author on the Mastery Unleashed. So
Right.
here, my title is Business Beyond Logic. Yeah,
Nice.
because yeah, it's starting to use energy as business asset. So this is what I'm talking about. And the second one is Compassion and Heart. And my title is Sacred Sensitivity Awakening. So how actually what I see in the world, very masculine approach to many areas and is dominated. Yeah, masculine energy dominates many areas. And whatever feminine energy or people who have more feminine energy feel when they express this softness or energy topics or they usually get not accepted very well, you know.
Yeah.
And there appear a lot of limitations that come out of this. And I'm speaking in this book particularly how to overcome these limitations, because all these obstacles that appear are just gifts, I would say God gifts for us to rise above. So feminine energy is very welcomed and is challenged to that these limiting patterns can surface, and we need to know how to deal with it. And I'm very compassionate about writing my book. As I already mentioned, this is From Tumour to Humour, where I'm describing what I was thinking, what I was doing, to really outgrow, not beat, not one, not anything, but outgrew cancer. Because in my world, I'm not fighting with diseases. I'm not fighting with challenges. I'm embracing them because they are my teachers. So
what can I learn?
yeah, at the beginning, I still fought the cancer. It was, let's say, 2 months of fighting. Still this fighting mode. But then I recognized that this is not my nature. And I said, no, I don't want to fight with cancer. I want to love it. I want to embrace it. I want to learn what lesson it brings to me. And from that points, from that time of this decision, this exact decision, until the medical doctor said you don't have cancer, was 3 months only.
And just to reiterate, you said no to surgery, you said no to chemo, you said no to radiation, you said no to the immunotherapy.
No, I said yes to the surgery because
I beg your pardon.
Yeah, I said no chemotherapy, no. I was offered 10 cycles, 3 days each cycle, so 30 days of chemotherapy, 35 radiation treatments, and 5 years of hormonal treatment. So everything would kill me.
Yeah.
killed all my ancestors. So I said,
Sure.
no, this might not
Okay.
be for everyone, but I
Hmm.
knew my history. So I said no. And until then, so until the point that I was diagnosed actually with a cancer, I had behind myself already 25 years of studying different spiritual modalities, natural healing modalities from Ayurveda, traditional Chinese medicine, energy medicine, phytotherapy, treatment, craniosacral treatment, kinesiology, and then psychology, like nonviolent communication, um, NLP, mindfulness. And on the spiritual path, I was studying with um, first lineage holder, Swami Ananda Kapila, uh, for 8 years, and before him already 15 years with another teacher in yoga. So I
Hmm.
had a huge background. So
You do.
how I actually understand the cancer challenge was actually an exam.
Mm.
God said, okay, Naya, you have studied 25 years. Now show me what you know.
Yes.
So here
Is
was
the exam.
cancer.
Oh, what a wonderful way of looking at it.
Yes, yes. Exactly this I'm describing in my book.
Yes.
So different perspective on everything what was going on in my life, everything.
Okay.
And
So,
when we are able to see from different perspective, this might be not a difficulty or obstacle or something really bad towards
mhm,
us, but it is
mhm.
God's way of showing us love and giving us teaching. And I usually say we don't we learn or by love or by pain.
Yes, absolutely, absolutely.
Yeah.
So give us a timeline then. When can we expect these wonderful offerings to come out to the world? Let's focus on your Humour to Tumour. When's your timeline for that? Do you have an idea?
Yeah, I'm I expect it will be out June 2026. Yeah,
Okay,
that's my expectations. Now it's already prepared. It's written.
cool.
I'm now on the quest for endorsers.
Okay. Do you have a
Yeah,
publisher lined up or are you doing it yourself?
I'm doing myself. Yes,
Cool.
I'm doing
Okay.
myself. So it will be
Nice.
published on Amazon,
Hmm.
and I can let you know about
Oh,
this book
yes,
when it comes out. It
definitely,
is
definitely.
really, and what I'm preparing, this is still in preparation, you know.
Yes.
Behind it, it will be artificial intelligence support, my assistant, like my copy of myself, so the person could ask whatever wants, and my assistant, my artificial assistant, it will answer all the answers the person have.
Okay.
Yeah, try
Ooh.
to, yeah, try to come out, because you know I'm only one and I'm not
Yes.
yeah, I cannot help everyone, but
Yeah.
I will offer this special possibility in my book as opt-in, that
Nice.
people can get this artificial intelligence assistant. So uh, Dr. Neja Zupan, duplicate.
Oh, yes. Cloned. Excellent. Excellent.
Yeah, clone.
Are you including QR codes in your book?
Yes, as well. Yeah,
Yeah.
it will
Yeah.
be QR codes will be inside. Yes.
Audience, if you're in the process of publishing, either through yourself or you have a publisher, I highly encourage you to put QR codes in the text and then lead them to places that you've got special for them, and you can keep bringing the changes on those. Because then your audience is not just reading your book and putting it down again. Oh, we've got a bit of a development on this. Come back. Oh, something else that's new. Come back. So that way you keep your audience engaged. Just a thought for you, audience. Okay. I am so excited with you, Neja, because that sounds amazing. You mentioned the other collaborative books. They're coming out before June, or is that somewhere around there? Do you have a timeline for those?
For the Compassionate Heart, it's coming this week. So 22nd of November.
Okay.
It will be electronic version will be out.
Okay.
And for the Mastery Unleashed, it will be out January, February 2026.
Okay. Lovely.
Yeah,
Lovely.
and then we go on.
Go you, multi-author. Fabulous, fabulous news. Well, obviously, now, audience, if you're not familiar with this, how this podcast works, I have what I call dynamic show notes. So Neja can come back to me and go, oh, we've got a launch date. And I will change the show notes when we've actually got an Amazon link to the particular books. We'll go in and change those. And I'll do a quick social splash going, do you remember that conversation I had with the amazing Dr. Neja Zupan? Well, something's changed. Go back and look at not only the show notes, go check out that conversation again. So that's one of the services that I offer as part of this podcast. So Neja, we will definitely keep in touch, my dear. Definitely keep in touch. Okay. Tell us, when because you've got all this stage experience and you're expanding all the time, when you go from page, your written stuff, to stage, how do you embody your words?
For me, this is really like I allow myself, I take care of my energies. This is really very important. So this is the most important, actually, not very important, the most important, because when I come to the stage, I'm already in that particular energy for the stage.
Yes.
I remember I talked about when I selected to be a professor at the university, and with my speaking disability, and I meditated before. I embodied energy from the classroom, and when I was walking towards the classroom, I all the time, with each step, I repeated inside myself positive affirmations. You can do it. Yes. You have it. Energy is with you. God is with you. You have studied. You have prepared. Yes, just go. You're calm. So it's going towards the classroom. And then, before I entered the classroom, I imagined that on the door was a golden ray of energy. And I stepped in, and I filled my entire body with this energy. And then I started, and the same principle actually I use for the stages. So I prepare myself in forehand, not on the stage.
Yes.
Yes. Energy comes first.
Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. On that front, audience, when I've worked with speakers, when I do continue to work with speakers, I know they've got a big gig coming up. My first suggestion to them is go the night before, go into the venue. It may not be set out how it will be for when you're on stage, but go there just to get a feel for the energy of the room. How are you going to fill the energy of the room? How are you going to fill the room with your energy? How are you going to stamp your message, the energy of your message to the four corners of the group, of the room, because they may or may not be full, but that's fine. When you've got, if you're in a tiered theatre and you've got the lights on you, you can only see possibly the first, maybe the second row. But this is where you hallucinate that there are people in the audience that are looking at you, and you scan around and you give them eye contact, even although you can't see them. Imagine you visualize that connection, and it makes such a difference. Absolutely. Oh, thanks, Neja. Thank you for sharing that, because it really is vitally important. You just don't turn up with a PowerPoint and expect it all to go swimmingly.
Although, I have also such experiences, unprepared. No, unprepared. I have prepared. I was preparing myself, but it was not topic of my heart. This is also very important. When I speak on stages, when I speak on the Zoom, wherever, I can only speak from my authentic heart. Not something that somebody else did. Yeah, I ashamed myself at that time. I said, never, ever, no money can, person can give me millions and millions, and no, I don't go anymore. This is also very, very important. When you speak from your heart, from what you live, this is your authentic expression, then absolutely you cannot fail.
Yeah. Oh, yes. Again, if I can pick up on that point there, I was working with, well, I wasn't working with a friend of mine who did a Facebook Live advertising a workshop she was running. And I said to her afterwards, what traction did you get on that live that you did? She said, nothing. Absolutely nothing. Nobody even contacted me. Nobody liked, nothing. And I said, did you really believe what you were saying? She went, oh, go for the jugular, why don't you? I don't want, I'm curious, did you really believe what you were saying? Oh, maybe not. I went, no, I know you weren't. What do you mean? All the way through, there were micro shakes of her head. They were subtle. But because I'm trained in body language, I could pick those up. But anybody who didn't see it visually would have picked it up energetically and gone, she is something not quite right here. I don't trust her. And therefore, nobody came to what she was offering. So when I pointed that out, I mean, the thing I really speak very much about is what you say to yourself, what you feel in your heart, has to match what comes out of your mouth. Because if it doesn't, your non-verbals will give you away. There is no lying in the body. Yeah. Wonderful.
Exactly,
Oh, now, I've loved this conversation, but as we're winding up, have you got any final words of wisdom for us?
What I would suggest, where to start working on your energy for the listener, not just for you, but you. I know that you have plenty. You are so magnificent host. I like you also very much. And for the audience, if they want to actually build energy before they go to the stage, I have a special offer for them. Yeah, this is 7 steps, energetic alignment in action. So these are, I described in this ebook, 7 steps that I still do, not just for the stage, but also whatever is going on in my life. Every single day I start energetic support, like inauguration of my day with this energetic alignment. And when I go to some meetings or when I talk with potential clients, or, you know, when I go to some long distance trip, I do this energy recalibration all the time. Not all the time, but each time as I need, and in the
Yes.
mornings. So I offer this for your audience for free.
Thank you.
Yeah, the
Thank you.
value is 77 euros, but for your audience, it's for free. So you
Thank
can
you.
get this gift on my webpage.
Mhm. We will make sure, audience, all the information is in the show notes so that you can go straight to it. Well, thank you, Neja. Thank you so much.
So I can tell you high frequency energy formula.com. It's in English. Yeah.
Oh, good.
High frequency energy formula.com. And
Because very few other people speak Slovenian, do they?
Where?
I'm saying around the world, very few people speak
Very
Slovenian.
few. Only 2 million people are Slovenians. So
Very
about 2
niche.
years, no, it's now more. About 3 years back, I have decided to go English. And
Right.
since this year, it's English only. So that's
Okay.
why also my books are English only. And then Slovenians say, oh, why not in Slovene? You can translate if you want.
Yes. Well, the thing is, I mean, that's the point, isn't it? Sadly, we live in a world where our individual languages are becoming more marginalized as, forgive the old colonial attitude of the UK, English is best. And sadly, there are countries around the world that have taken on that colonial attitude and agreed. So forgive my ancestors.
Yeah,
Okay.
but from the another point of view, it's it's better that we know how to communicate.
Yes.
At least
Yes.
a little we understand each other. We know from psychology that words are only 7% of entire speaking, about entire
The communication
conversation.
of
Yeah,
emotions,
communication, yeah.
absolutely.
But at
Yes.
least 7%, we know how to deliver something.
And it's all the non-verbal stuff, audience. It's the tone of voice, it's the pausing, Neja's been using it beautifully as we've been speaking. Those pauses before she's found the right word are enough for people to go, oh, I missed something, and come back. Because our minds do wander off. But pausing like that is just perfection. Bring your audience back in, engage them. The non-verbals carry the day, absolutely. Oh, thank you so much, Neja, for sharing your From Page to Stage with us.
Thank you. Thank you for having me again on your podcast.
For now, folks, bye from us.